Street Beefs, what's up, y'all? Face with you on my way back from the river. Got the fam with me. And I wanted to check in with y'all. You know, I ain't been shooting these types of videos for a while, but every once in a while something will catch my eye and I feel compelled to speak on it. So a while back, probably a year ago, I had spoke on some young guys who were shooting videos and kind of screaming guns down, gloves up, and, you know, basically they were getting some traction with it, so on and so forth. And I said, you know what? Do I believe they're sincere with it? Probably not. But if it's spreading the guns down, gloves up word, cool. You know, I'm good with that. The problem is this. Now there's some people who are still active gang members. Actively, well, I don't know that they're real gang members. Probably not. But they want to pretend to be. And out here still screaming guns down, gloves up. And some of you may say, oh, well, Face, why do you care? The message is still being spread. Well, no, it's not. Because when you've got this individual in their videos still glorifying gang life, glorifying gang banging, and then out the other side of their mouth, guns down, gloves up, that's like saying, hey, y'all, much love to my gang. Never mind if they murdered people, shot people, stabbed people. Guns down, gloves up. Look, just finishing your sentence with guns down, gloves up don't nullify all the other shit you just said. Okay? And it don't nullify everything you obviously stand for. Now, you know, some of these guys, I think that they believe if they say guns down, gloves up long enough, that eventually they'll have documentaries coming to them and TV show offers, etc., etc. But that's not why me or Street Beefs had any of that happen. We had that happen because people seen that we were living the way that we talked. We didn't believe in being in gangs, and, you know, we didn't glorify all the street shit. We lived that when we were young, and we moved past it. But when I see somebody out here basically being a false witness, a false prophet, you know, I got to speak on it. Again, it's one thing if you're really, if you're saying guns down, gloves up, even if I don't believe that you're necessarily sincere, as long as you're not mixing anything harmful in the message, I'm just going to shut up and let you do it because it's still spreading a good message. But again, when half of your videos are talking about gang life and, you know, glorifying gang shit, you can't turn around and say guns down, gloves up and expect anybody to take you seriously. And they don't. At least most people. But the fear is that even a handful of these young guys out here will watch one of these doofuses and really think that they mean something well, because some young people are very impressionable. So they watch this person, and because they're hearing him say guns down, gloves up, they open their ears to other stuff he's saying about basically gangs being cool and, you know, etc., etc. You would hope that most people, if they see that a man's 40 plus years old and still throwing up gang signs, they realize probably a corny individual. But some kids don't see that. Some guys are so young and impressionable, they don't see past it. So, you know, guns down, gloves up, I was screaming that clear back in 2008. And the reason I was screaming it is because I had friends murdered in this shit. I had friends stabbed to death, shot to death, you name it. That's why I started screaming it. And I lived it. I stayed away from gangs. Any gang affiliation I had, I dropped it. And I started living a straight life. You know, I had somebody say, well, man, you can still be an active gangbanger, but doing positive. I disagree. Because to me, if you're actively in a gang, then you're co-signing what that gang does, period. Does that mean I dislike everybody in a gang? No, it does not. We've got fighters who have came and fought with us that are in gangs, and they're welcome back. We want them to come back. We want them to keep coming because it's a positive place for them. But I'm going to tell you, you cannot actively be glorifying gangs and still be spreading a positive message. It's a contradiction. And what it really boils down to is people hoping they can use guns down, gloves up to find some kind of fame and following. You won't. Everybody sees through you. So it is what it is. I just felt compelled to speak on it. If you want to comment. Esteban checks the comments. He'll reply back to you. And hey, join the Facebook group. Join up, man. If you want to be a little closer to Street Beefs, if you want to sign up to fight, hit us up either on the Facebook group or on Instagram. Thanks for the support. More fights coming soon. See y'all soon, man. Peace.